questions for James? James, start out by assessing the offensive line play Saturday.
So the offensive line play, in my opinion, was decent. There could have been more areas where we did better, like certain areas where I messed up. I didn't stay on the nose guard one play, which led to a third down, and it's just overall we played physical, I think so, and then just the little details are what killed us, and that's what we emphasized all spring was details. So we just need to next week regroup and worry about the little things and the little details.
So is this offensive line capable of better?
Yeah, we're very capable of better, and we were disappointed in our performance. The coaches were disappointed because over the spring, and we worked really hard since the end of last season until now. We've put in a lot of work, and we really didn't have any of those mishaps during spring ball and camp, and then to come out against Maryland week 1 and kind of have issues like that was kind of disappointing and kind of a step back for us. But I think across the board we're capable a lot more, and we'll be better next week.
As an offensive line, you had Sunday and Monday off. Do you guys get together at all and talk and try to see where you are and what you got to do to get better?
Yeah, so we're all in a group chat, the entire line, and then our two deep running backs, Letty and Tony Mathis, and we had a conversation today about how we just need to really lock in for this week and next week and kind of just reset and really focus on the details like I mentioned earlier and just really get back to like what we know and not try and overlook anybody or like just we got to really just reset and just kind of calm down.
That's not an easy thing to do though, is it? I mean,
It's not, but I have confidence in the front five and our running backs that there shouldn't be an issue resetting and kind of just calming down.
Progress as an offensive lineman. Obviously, you started out on the defensive side. So, how long did it take you to get adjusted? Where do you think you are in your steps? I mean, you've been there 3 years. So,
yeah, I think the first year was a big step just to kind of get in and really figure out what I'm doing. And then last year was kind of a step back with COVID and the whole getting COVID during Baylor and all that. And then just kind of resetting myself and really trying to focus on footwork and just overall technique. And I feel like this year I'm in a lot better place than I was 2 years ago when I started playing O-line here.
you did that hairdo in the barbershop downstairs?
No, my wife did it. Yeah.
Pretty good.
Yeah, thank you.
so she liked it. Was her suggestion. Whose idea was it first?
It was my idea, and then she kind of fought me for a little bit, and then I just poked her enough where she was like, all right, I'll do it. So.
On top of wife, you're a family man as well, so that's a little different for a college guy.
Yeah.
How is that? What's that like? What do you have to give up? What do you get out of it?
It's fun. You know, it takes a lot of balance. You got to really figure out where your priorities are. Like, I have to manage schoolwork, my relationship at home with my wife, helping her, and then also managing my time here, like making sure I'm not here enough or I'm not home enough or I'm not here enough when I'm at home enough. So you have to find a nice balance in between. And I think having over a year to do that, it's gotten a lot easier, and I really don't have a struggle with it anymore.
That balance is going to be changing a little bit though, right?
Yeah.
Another one on the way. If you
another
thought
one, yeah.
about how that changes the math.
It shouldn't be. It's going to be different, but it's nothing I haven't done before. So.
Does that help having a daughter and soon to be a couple to go on to kind of get away from this?
Yeah, it kind of like takes you away from the aspect of like anything that happens on Saturday. You know, you're going to go home to your wife and your beautiful daughter. So anything that happens on the field or anywhere else, it really doesn't matter when you step in that door.
Do you feel like you miss family time because you have to spend so much time here?
So at some points, like during camp, it's definitely hard because we're here all day. But I have a very, very supportive wife who she takes care of the ride on her own all day, and she doesn't complain about it. And she's always in a good mood when I get home. So I'm really thankful for that. But there's definitely some times where I feel like I miss family time, but it's something you have to sacrifice when you're in my position.
Now, if she's in a good mood when she gets home, what kind of mood were you in on Saturday?
I kind of I really try not to let anything that happens on the field carry over to home. Like, we'll have conversations about like what happened, but I don't try to bring any negativity after games or practices or anything. I just try and leave football aside when I'm home and just be a husband and a father. Yeah.
Your daughter is 1?
Yeah, she's 13 months.
13, so she has no clue as to what you're doing.
No idea. She just knows I leave and come back.
Will she go to a game?
Yeah, she'll be here Saturday.
Into the game, or is it just, hey, this is one thing that you do? And
Yeah, she just tries to watch me. She doesn't really know what else is going on. It's kind of how my mom is too. So she just watches 74, and whatever happens there happens.
do you ever get any reactions? Hey, this guy did something mean to you or wrong to
Oh
you?
yeah, she always, like, I got kicked in the shin and she wanted to know who did it. So
The Bethel Park side, obviously Kwiatkowski came from there. How much did that influence you in your decision?
at the time, it was a big influence just because he knew Gibby and he knew all those guys, and I had a good relationship with Gibby when he was here. So talking to Gibby and how he handled Nick and like how their relationship was, that was a big dynamic on me coming here.
And Coach Matheny, how influential was he? Try to stay impartial, or what
Yeah,
was his-
he tried not to feed into the whole college thing. He tried to keep me level at the high school level. So he kind of grounded me a little bit and told me how it was really going to be. Like, I think from my freshman year onto my senior year, I heard how bad Law School Hill was, and I was kind of dreading coming down here at that point. But it's not. It was fun.
It was fun.
Yeah.
James, you guys do a lot of zone stuff, right?
Yeah.
But the counters kind of a change of pace. I would imagine you probably enjoy that.
Yeah, counter's fun. We do counter every day before practice, just because we're, like you just said, we always do some type of zone. So getting able to switch it up in a game and run counter finally is fun.
As a lineman who sometimes gets the bull, that's kind of a trick play, trap play a little bit. Do you enjoy the look on the linebacker's face or the chance to really get a running start at somebody? Is that the best part of it?
Yeah, and then there's also the nervous side. Like if I run too fast and he's more athletic than me and I fall on my face, there's that aspect of it too. But definitely pulling and trying to kick someone out is really enjoyable.
You said doing it more this year?
I don't know. I think it's going to depend on the opponent. Like, yeah, it's going to depend on who we play.
The young linemen behind you, you guys need to start developing some depth. So what are your thoughts on the young guys, the Jordan Whites, or you name them?
Jordan White can come in and play now with the ones. He's come a long way. He's really tough. He's a good player. He's smart. Like, he's played center all through camp. We split reps at center, and he's a very intelligent lineman. He has a very good IQ with football. Wyatt, he's young, so he has a way to go, but the sky's the limit for that kid. He's really good. He's another one that we all have a really high football IQ as young guys. Like, when I was young, I had no idea about really anything about football. Like, I'm just now starting to figure out coverages and all that. But these guys, they pick up on it like that. So they're impressive.
Your move to center, I mean, at least practicing there, was that a big shock? I mean, had you ever snapped at all before? How hard is that?
I snapped in Pop Warner. That was about it. It wasn't. I was kind of ready for it because, like, I watched how Chase Barrett played, and when he went to guard, he knew all the mic calls and everything already. So I kind of embraced it because it would help me as a guard. So, which it did. Zach and I are on the same page almost every time, just because, like, we both play center and we know what to expect.
Okay, anything else for James? All right, thank you very much.
Thanks, guys.